So why do we need to make this happen? One, we believe you have to drive the fight for climate change. We believe that's going to happen. I think you just see the weather around now and it's just different. I was talking today at lunch about somebody who was thinking about building a bigger seawall in front of their house because the tides are getting closer and closer. We also want to invest in the global south. A lot of these technologies, for example, direct air capture, are not going to be built in the global south. But by working with the World Bank and their climate forum, we want to get money to the south and protect, by the way, a lot of the most important land in the earth. We want to invest in technologies. So we do the thing of bringing together people that are interested in those technologies and doing forwards. We want to create a new market. It's not a market. There was probably 100 million tons basically last year alone, and then rarely does a client buy them and not retire them. And then we want to help these other three things. Well, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of environmental attributes. You've probably seen United Nations attributes. But the watershed, wildlife, and local communities are the biggest ones. And we deal with the local governments to make sure that's really true. And then finally, where do we need standardization? Where you can help? Just carbon credits attributes. What is standardized? Carbon replacement value. Lots of people do forward contracts. If they don't deliver on those contracts, what happens if they don't deliver? And what can they deliver, and how do you measure what that delivery is? So people are comfortable buying and making those commitments on those forward contracts. And when that happens, people will start lending against those forward contracts. So if Microsoft agrees to buy your output, can you borrow against that if you're a developer or not? Now you really can't. But in the power market, you can, because the risk has been put down in what they call PPAs. So we want to create a market where that happens. 3, payment delivery terms. Lots of people treat carbon credits right now like they're buying pencils. So net 60 or those kind of things. It's not T+1. It's not even T+2. It's not really a financial instrument. It's really not bought by the financial department. It's bought by the sustainability people. And they oftentimes just have a budget for what they're doing. It's almost philanthropic as opposed to that. But we want to get standard delivery and payment terms to reduce these credit risk and delivery risk. Forward and futures contracts have been a futures contract, but the cheapest delivery became so cheap and the volatility was so high and the price discovery was so low, nobody was doing it. So again, that's right up your alley of creating a market and creating a market that can stand a futures contract. And then this use of the offsets toward the net zero commitments. And that's why the SBTI news was so important as we went forward. Okay, so those are my comments.